How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about San Francisco 49ers color commentator Tim Ryan being suspended for one game due to comments he made on air about Baltimore Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson. Now, before I even get into it, I need to roll the clip and question that earned him the one-game suspension. After we get done with that, I'll give you a little bit more context so you understand what's really going on. I'll give you my analysis, my 2 cents, and then I'll wrap it on up with a nice bow on top. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
When he's his dark skin color with a dark football, with a dark uniform, you could not see that thing. I mean, you literally could not see when he was in and out of the mesh point, and and that's going to mean, and you're a half step slow on.
Okay, so you heard that. Now, some may not quite understand what's really going on. What's the big deal? Why did he get suspended? This is a race-related issue. Tim Ryan is white, and Lamar Jackson is black. Now, Lamar Jackson is my skin complexion. He's a dark-skinned guy, and you know what color of football is. It's brown. It's a dark brown object. And the Ravens often wear their black jerseys. So when you have a black jersey on a dark-skinned person with a dark brown football, there's not much contrast there. So it's easy to conceal the football while you are trying to hide it away from the opposing team, especially when they can't really see you directly and, you know, there's a whole lot of stuff going on, bodies flying around. Visibility is very limited out there in the football field when you have a ball that blends into everything that's around it. There's no contrast to be able to see it. It's very simple. Okay, he couldn't say that about Dak Prescott with the Cowboys because Dak Prescott, while he's black, is much lighter skinned than Lamar Jackson. It is not a race thing. It's simply a matter of colors that you can see with your eyes. It's nothing else other than that. How could it be a racially motivated thing? Because that's the whole thing. You know, they made the man apologize, talking about, I regret my words, this, that, and the third. But how could it be racially motivated? It doesn't make any sense. It's about color that you see with your eyes. That's all that there is here. But hey, San Francisco, you're on the radio, you're on television. Anything that you say like that could be considered racist. But it's ridiculous. If you're faking a handoff and the other team can't see it, I mean, that's a legitimate thing to say. Why can't we just state facts anymore? There is no racism there. It's very simple. Now, some may say that he was trying to downplay Lamar Jackson because he's a black quarterback. He's doing very well. Some say he's the best quarterback in the league. I'm not quite sure about all of that. But if he's not the best, he's at the top 3. I mean, he's right up there at the top. There are other black quarterbacks in the league, and they're doing very well. Russell Wilson, my man Watson from the Texans. Cam Newton is kind of, you know, there's other black quarterbacks that are doing very well, but Lamar Jackson has a great team. The entire squad is doing very well to get great team chemistry. Some say, or some may say, that Tim Ryan and others are trying to downplay Lamar Jackson's success. Not at all. People are really happy for that guy because he's doing very well. The whole thing about the dark skin and the football and the black jersey was just saying he may have an edge that way. Not to say, oh, that's the only reason why he is successful, because you still got to be able to go out there and throw the football. You got to be able to run. You got to be able to take hits, come out there every day, be physically gifted, be trained, be conditioned, be able to have your wind and all that good stuff. Show up every Sunday, or how many days you can show up. Show up whenever you can. That's pretty much the name of the game right now. So to say, oh, he's talking about the football and the color, and that's the only reason why he's successful, he's trying to downplay him, it doesn't make any sense at all. He was just giving you some color commentary, which is his job as a color commentator for football. You're on the radio show, you talk about everything that you can. I'm on the mic all the time. I talk about different things every day. And you got to be able to approach things from different angles. If you don't, it's going to be boring. You can say, okay, Lamar Jackson, he went out and gave a nice throw, 2 touchdowns. You got to get into the nitty gritty of it and come up with new and creative ways to look at things. If not new, maybe new from your perspective, or a different thing that was not thought about before. I didn't think about the whole thing about the football being dark and easily concealed. I didn't even think that way. And it was a good point that he made, but it's considered racist. This is ridiculous. But you know what? I don't expect anything else from people that, in my humble opinion, align with the left. I'm not sure if it's the NFL in general that is this way, because this was San Francisco 49ers, their people that did this. It wasn't the NFL. Could the NFL have been involved? Maybe. Maybe they wouldn't go down that direction, but if they do, they're going to continue to lose more and more fans. Racism happens, all right? It's a real thing that happens. Is it an ever-present thing that dictates everyone's lives in America? No, it's not. This is not the Indian subcontinent where they have the caste system, or other countries where you can't succeed in life due to your particular group that you were born in, or your skin color, or whatever the case may be. This is America, where you're able to do whatever you want. People come from other countries with nothing, holes in their pocket. They have $0. If they had a coin that would just slip right through and go into the ground and get lost, they could come over here like that and become successful. That's the name of the game. So all this about race and oppression and stuff like that is just bogus. This whole issue with Lamar Jackson is way overblown. I'm not offended. I'm not triggered. I think Tim Ryan said a thing that just made common sense. The 1-game suspension, in my humble opinion, was just kind of unnecessary. You just, want him to go out there and apologize, and you're afraid of getting backlash from people. It's stupid. It shouldn't have been a suspension. Everyone knows how good Lamar Jackson is. In my humble opinion, he's Michael Vick 2.0, and Michael Vick was fantastic during his time, dogfighting aside, which is a different story, so I digress. Great quarterback, great football team. And the point about the football being dark against his skin in a black football jersey simply makes common sense. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? Do you think that Tim Ryan is a racist? If that's your viewpoint, let me know why in the comments below. And if you think that way, I mean, what are you really basing it on? Okay, you could tell me why you think that way, but what are you basing that on? I mean, he didn't say anything about his skin color just affecting his play. That's the only reason why he's good. He was just like, the football's different color. I mean, where have we come in this country where we can't say anything that could be considered offensive to some people? I wonder if Lamar Jackson himself was offended. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. I don't want to speak for the man to put words in his mouth, but I can almost guarantee you, if you were to come to Lamar Jackson and say, hey, did you hear this about your man who said that the football was dark in the third? Are you offended by that? This is a football player. Goes out there, takes brutal hits from men that's trained to hit, some of the most athletic people in the whole world. When they hit you, it was like getting hit with a ton of bricks. You think he's going to say, oh, yeah, I'm offended. I'll stay in my house all day and cry? Please, come on. This whole thing is ridiculous, but what is new in 2019 going into 2020? Hopefully, a lot of this ridiculousness kind of calms down, but it's kind of hard to tell if it will or not in the very near future. But whatever your comments are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.